This is where the car broke down. Yellow dog school bus kicking up melons, picking us up by barbed wire fence. MTV, RCA, no AC in the biz. We were Jesus
down rolls, and then we'll bring it up. All right?
Born in the USA.
Let's go.
Trailer park truck stop fading in that's New York to LA. We were teenage dreaming, front seat. Give me a key.
Have one now.
American kids.
Yeah.
Saturday night, messed up, but we're all alright. Down the church parking lot, trying not to get up, take her home and give her a jacket. Making it to second base, saying you went all the way around the afternoon of practice. Sister's got a boyfriend, daddy doesn't like. He's sitting out back, 30 in his lap, and the blue bugs have relaxed. We were Jesus saved, and Jane baby, in the USA. Truck stop fading, that's New York to LA. We were teenage dreaming, front seat leaning, baby, come give me a kiss. Rock me on the cover of the Rolling Stone, uptown, down on American kids. Growing up in little big houses, making out a little.
Yeah, right.
Smoke on Saturday night. We're messed up, but we're all alright. We were Jesus Savior, blue jean baby, born in the USA. Truck stop fading around, that's New York to LA. We were teenage dreaming, front seat leaning, baby, come give me a kiss. Put me on the cover of the Rolling Stone, uptown, down on American kids. Growing up in little big
Yo, the bench better be like, let's go! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, right. Let's go. I got it.
waking up in my car.
I'm ready to go.
What?
Would I get in trouble if I did that?
What?
Next one's gonna be.
You really? You know how that works, right? You know how that grid works, right? F around and find out.
Oh, ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Something else in self-serene.
Go!
Sorry, guys. Excuse me. Is it recording?
Toes and a wild ass in the sand. Not worrying a world of cold beer in my hand. Life is good today. Life is good today. Adios and via con Dios. Yeah, I'm leaving GA. And if it weren't for tequila.
Now batting for the Clearview Pioneers, Matt D. Simone.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Now batting for Clearview Pioneers, number 10, center fielder Ryan Batista.
Do both. Do like a couple. Sit on it.
Yeah, don't overdo it here, Greg, right? Good.
Now batting for Clearview
Dugout pictures.
Pioneers, number 20, third baseman
Yeah,
AJ
tell them get their
Palmer.
attention.
Good.
Why not?
Good. Little bit.
I feel like guys are gonna take your picture.
Have boy.
You said yeah. Is that Brandon? I think so too.
Crossover Eagles, number
Sit
5,
on it.
Caleb Delaney.
Camera moves. All the muchachos, they call me Big Papa.
Stay over there, Cole. Stay over there. Yup, hard in and out. Stay over there. One out.
He got hit.
Hey, corners, corners, corners.
Now batting for Clearview Pioneers, number 19 pitcher Tyler Dell.
Wasn't that his or did he touch it?
Dell. Dell fouls the ball off. Count remains at 1-2. Dell comes in today hitting .286 with 8 hits on the year and 7 RBIs for the Pioneers. Ball delivered, fouled off, straight back, and the count remains. Down in the zone, fastball, ball 2. Dell remains in the count, 2-2, 2 outs, man on third base. Ball hit up the middle, that'll get through. McKenna dives, and that's an RBI for Tyler Dell. That'll score Batista from third base, and the Pioneers take the lead in the top of the first inning, 1-0.
Now batting for the Pioneers, first baseman number 6, Pat Yonder.
Now batting for the Pioneers, the first baseman, Pat Yonker. Jurgen, I'm sorry. Jurgen's a left-handed hitter. 2 down in the top of the first inning. Delaney's trying to wiggle out of this with minimal damage. Jurgen comes into the game hitting 281. Runners off and running. He's in safe. Stolen base for Dell. Jurgen. Jurgen with a 1-0 count. Fouls it off down to first base into the dugout. That'd run the count even to 1-1 to Jurgen. Tyler Dell on second. 1 run across for the Pioneers in the top of the first here at the finals of the Pop McKenna tournament. Delaney delivers. Nice changeup low in the zone. Swung through by Jurgen. That'll run the count to 1-2. Dell with a big lead at second. Jurgen at the plate. Delaney comes set. Delivers. It's like an off-speed pitch, low and outside. Good block by Lowry. Keep the ball in front of him and keeps the runner on second base. 2-2 count. Delaney sets and delivers. Fouled off straight back. Can't be held on by Lowry. And Jurgen will stay alive with 2 outs here in the top of the first. 2-2 pitch. Low in the zone. Looked like an off-speed pitch, low and outside. Swung through by Jurgen. Strikes out. That'll end the inning. After one, Clearview will take the lead 1-0 against the Eagles as they come to bat. Due up for the Eagles will be the pitcher, Caleb Delaney, second baseman, Jason Hartman, and the shortstop, Cole McKenna. The rest of the lineup for West Deffert in the 4-hole, catching Brendan Lowry, the center fielder, Trevor Lundfelt, third baseman, Grady Gasparovic, right fielder, Landon Delaney. Josh Bruner will be in left field, and the lineup will end up with senior first baseman, Aiden Cramner. Delaney goes through one inning pitch, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 strikeouts for Delaney. Delaney's does a nice job mixing up his pitches, keeps the other team off balance. He's going to be against a team like Clearview looking to pitching to contact against these guys. A larger school, plays in a good tri-county conference, so this is a tested team. Clearview comes into the game, I believe, with only a couple wins on their schedule, but don't let the record fool you. It's always a good squad for first-year coach Nick Core. So they come in today with a 3-7 record, 1-4 in the Tri-County Royal Division, but it is a real tough division. They do have some quality wins, obviously. I think they made a nipped Kingsway earlier in the year, so. They do have some good players on the team. Palumbo's a veteran of this ball club, has been in the lineup for quite some time. Have some solid pitching. Dell comes into today with only a 1.00 ERA. 14 innings pitched, 8 hits, 9 runs, 2 earned. 4 walks and 19 strikeouts. So he is a strikeout pitcher, more strikeouts than innings pitched. So that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Caleb Delaney. Delaney comes into today after game 1 of today, coming in hitting .464, .619. On base percentage, comes out swinging with a flare over the second base bag, which is gloved by the shortstop.
Getting nervous about this game.
Shortstop that made that catch. So that'll bring up Jason Hartman, the sophomore. Really set himself into this 2-hole in the Eagles lineup. Bright future for this young man, and has had a real good success moving forwards. Quickly goes down 2 strikes. Dell gets ahead 0-2 in the lineup. Hartman in the 2-hole for the Eagles. Dell delivers. Slider taken for strike 3 on the outer half. That'll bring up the shortstop, junior Cole McKenna. McKenna's hitting around .518 or .519 after game 1. He did hit a home run in game 1, solo job. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Fouled off, straight back check swing. Goes down to 0-1 in the count to Dell. On deck for the Eagles, the hot-hitting Brendan Lowry. Senior's having quite a season. 0-1 count. Slider taken for strike 2. McKenna quickly down 0-2 to Dell. 2 down in bottom of first inning. slider in the dirt taken by McKenna. That'll run the count to 1-2. One-two count. Fouled off. Looks like a changeup by Dell. Fouled off right in front of the plate. That'll keep the count at 1-2. McKenna's got to do a good job here, not try to do too much with 2 outs in the inning. Wind's blowing out of center field today. Looking to get on base for the 4-hole hitter and Lowry with the power potential. Fastball down in the zone, bounced in, catcher Palumbo. That'll run the count to 2-2 to McKenna. 2-2 count. I'm expecting probably a slider from Dell before they go full here. Again, a slider low. Good job. Nice take by McKenna. That'll run the count by 3-2 to McKenna. With 2 outs, I could see Dell just challenging him here with 3-2 count and 2 outs. Dell delivers fastball. Looks like it's in on the hand slightly, falling, and it's going to be a foul ball. So McKenna stays alive. Nice pitch by Dell on the inner half of the plate. Gets in on the hands of McKenna, and good job by McKenna to keep the bat alive. So we go again. 3-2, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning with Tyler Dell on the mound. The windup from Dell. Fastball down in the zone, ball 4. Good at bat by McKenna. Down 0-2 in the count, and works all the way back. Does a great job getting on base and setting the table for Lowry. Lowry's been extremely hot, leading the Eagles in RBIs, and essentially leading the Colonial Conference in RBIs. 14 or 15 hits coming in this game. Lowry has been extremely hot, so really solid hitter. Just and one of the best catchers in South Jersey, one of the best defensive catchers, and now he's showing what his bat can do. Dell delivers 1-0 quickly to Lowry. Lowry in a hitter's count at this point, so he's got to be very patient, get something here in the middle of the plate, not looking to swing at anything on the edges by Dell. McKenna takes his lead at first base. The delivery low to Lowry. He'll quickly go up 2-0. I doubt we were going to see any movement from McKenna at first base. We don't, with the wind blowing out here and Lowry's power and up in a plus count, I wouldn't expect any movement out of first base. Dell picks the first base. McKenna's in easily at first base. So more back to Lowry. We're really excited about this senior. Not sure whether he's looking to play football or baseball in college, but definitely could have a future, at the next level. Can definitely go in and start right away and be a defensive shutdown catcher at the next level. All right, 3-0. Let's see if Coach Oler gives him the green light here. Fastball. Borderline strike for strike 1. I'm okay with that. That's a good take by Lowry. He has to still get a good pitch to hit. He's got to be patient. Just because he throws a strike doesn't mean he has to swing at it here. So 3-1 count, looking for something, middle in from Lowry. And ball 4, that ball's up in his zone. So good job by Lowry. Dell was extremely careful throwing to him. And kind of looked like took the chance of getting him over to first base. So a walk by Lowry will bring up the senior, Trevor Lundfeldt. Lundfeldt, earlier this week, Thursday, Gloucester hit a 3-run home run and was the winning pitcher in Game 1 today. Was tremendous on the bump. I believe it was 57 pitches, 59 pitches, I believe, and 37 for strikes, and only 2 hits over 5 innings. So outstanding job by Lundfeldt on the bump today. So big piece to come back in his senior year with the squad. So we have McKenna at second, Lowry at first, Lundfeldt at the bat. Good swing by Lundfeldt, fouled straight back. That'll run the count to 0-2 to Lundfeld. Yeah, this is a big run here for the Eagles. Lundfeld's got to grind this at bat out, not chase outside of the zone. Dell's obviously going to expand here, not give anything to Lundfeld in the middle of the plate. So he does have a nice little slider that he's been throwing, and makes a mistake there and hits Lundfeld. Lundfeld does a good job, real tough wrestler. He's not going to move out of the way of that. So Dell hits Lundfeld with the pitch. Looks like the catcher might be injured. He's something with his left wrist. Coach Court comes out to the mound to have a conference with his pitcher, Tyler Dell. Okay, we got the bases loaded here in the bottom of the first. Grady Gasparovic comes up. Grady comes in, is 350, over a 350 hitter coming into today.
Hey, let's
He's
go,
done
Grady.
a real good job, the junior, for the Eagles this year.
Hey, what?
So big at bat for Gasparovic early on. Ball goes back to the backstop. That'll score McKenna, and the Eagles tie the ball game 1-1. So Gasparovic, 1-1 count. Bases second and third. Gasparovic takes a ball high. That'll be ball 2, I believe, here. Lost count here on that wild pitch. 2-1 count to Gasparovic. In a plus count, Dell delivers high, swung on. Missed by Gasparovic, will run the count to 2-2. This is a big spot early on here for Gasparovic. Two outs, 2 strikes, 2 men on. Dell's looking to wiggle out of this with minimal damage. Ball at the bottom half of the zone. Gasparovic takes it for strike 3, and that'll end the with 1 complete. Clearview 1, West Defford 1. So the Pop McKenna tournament's been taking place here, I believe, since 2010. So the 14th year of this tournament, and we thank Clearview Pioneers for being involved in the tournament. Also with the Paul VI Eagles and Cumberland jumping in also this year. Last year we had some problems with the rain, couldn't get the tournament off, but. Real excited. Not a great day here. We're 1 day missing 87 degrees, so overcast day here, at West Everett in the upper 50s. So the wind is blowing out. So I'm expecting some runs to be scored today during this game, and hopefully it's on the Eagles' side here. So Delaney goes out for a second inning of work here. Kella's been having a great year for the Eagles on the bump. Really doing a nice job. Caleb's stats through the first 8 games of the year is 15 innings pitched, 1-1 record, 16 hits, 12 runs, 10 earned, 7 walks, and 18 strikeouts. He has hit a batter, and his ERA comes in today with a 4.56 ERA. He's currently right now at 1.50. So the designated hitter, Chris Wolf, is up to plate, the left-hander.
And it doesn't really matter what we say, right? Because there's a voiceover.
Nobody out here in the top of the second inning.
So I can say whatever. I know, but still. My boyfriend was watching it. He was like,
Wolf
he told me to shut up. He was like, stop watching. Actually, he didn't say that, but basically.
1-1 count to Wolf. Delaney gets his sign. Quick pitches. Does that often when he gets up in the count. 0-2. Delaney's up. 1-2, I'm sorry. Delaney delivers. Change up high. Wolf's a pretty big kid. You want to keep that ball down here with the 0-2 count. And better late than never. I'm joined by former West Effort right-handed pitcher Mike Bray. Ball hit in the hole between the first and second baseman. Cramner gathers it, can't handle it, and Wolf reaches first base with nobody out.
Now batting for the Pioneers, catcher number 8, Alex Musenberger.
So now batting for the Pioneers, the catcher, Alex Musenberger. Wolf at first, Musenberger at the plate. No outs, Delaney delivers. Ball one right down the middle. 1-0 count to Musenberger. Delaney to the stretch. Delivers fastball high, ball 2. So, Mike, miscue by West Everett there. You know, wind's blowing out. Looks like a hitter's day, as I was talking about a little bit earlier. Musenberg, check swing. Fielded, knocked down by Cranmer. Can't be handled. And now we have first 2 runners on base with nobody out. And Clearview's in.
Sort of similar to how West Effort started last game. The first game, this doubleheader today that they're playing. Errors in the beginning of the game, and they were able to rebound. So try to eliminate that and minimize the damage right now.
So we'll see what first-year coach Nick Core does. He does have some Brooklyn ties, and you know what that means with first and second, nobody out. So down in the order, Core's going to talk to his hitter. So we're expecting potential sacrifice bunt here. So West Everett kind of self-inflicted wounds here. So we got Musenberger at first, Wolf at second. Rob Lagarina at the plate. So great kid, Lagarina. Been around the travel circuit with Rob and his father. Rob's a good kid and been having some success throughout his career here. So good to see that. So Lagarina up. Picked to second base. Unsuccessful. So the Eagles have Cramner up at first base, double play depth in the middle from Hartman and McKenna with Lagarina at the plate. Delaney delivers. Fastball bunted. Touched foul. That was foul at all times. The third base coach Core is complaining that Lowry touched the ball prior to it going foul, but it wasn't. It was foul the whole time.
And one thing that maybe it's just a personal pet peeve, but all right, so we're going to ask the base umpire for assistance. Tell me, what can that base umpire see all the way out there that the home plate umpire can't see right there in front of him?
Absolutely nothing, Mike. There's no way. There's no reason to get together at this. We're just wasting time in the game because, and there's a veteran umpire that's behind the plate today, and, it's been around for, I know it's been around for 10 plus years. So,
yeah, I get you're always going to have the times you ask assistants on a check swing. They can see the angle a little bit better. But on something like that, nobody can see that ball better than the home plate umpire can.
No, now. That doesn't make sense. You can't even see the line here, so makes no sense. So Margarina up, number 23, and 0-1 count here. So we'll see what Core decides to do. I'm expecting another bunt here, but calls timeout. Delaney delivers. No pitch. 0-1 count.
Then now, being the pitcher that I am, I'm ready to go right now. As soon as he gets in that box, I'm delivering.
Yeah, they're taking a lot of time looking at the signs down there, Lagarina and Core. So big lead by Wolf at second base. Delaney delivers. He squares to drag. Nice job. Good bunt by Lagarina. Went for a drag instead of a sack there. Fielded by Gasparovic foul, so runs the count to 0-2. What do you think there, Mike?
I think that you should have one approach, right? If you're going to try to get the bunt down, you want to make sure you get the bunt down, do everything you can, sacrifice or you're not sacrificing. And I think initially they want to do a sacrifice, and then there they try to get a little bit too cute, if you will, and it might come back to haunt them.
Clearview bench comes alive after Lagarina doesn't get the bunt down, so. Delaney delivers fastball right down the middle, Mike. Look, maybe a little on the inner half of the plate. Lagarina takes strike 3. Looked like he was looking for something else there.
Caught him off guard. Looks maybe a change up or something a little off speed.
So that'll give us 1 out.
Now ball for the Pioneers, number 24, shortstop, Connor Swan.
That'll bring up the shortstop for the Pioneers, Connor Zwan.
Now, I don't know if this is a strategic approach that Clearview's doing with the multiple step outs and taking time and trying to break up the rhythm a little bit or what they're doing, but they're definitely.
First pitch swinging, shallow fly ball to center field, easily caught by Lundfeldt. And quickly, the Eagles are starting to wiggle out of this with 2 outs.
And this is what you want to do. You do your best to minimize the damage. If you're able to get out of this without any runs scored, that's going to be a plus. And you have to capitalize now the lack of execution on Clearview's part on the sacrifice bunt.
A couple of miscues by the Eagles. If they can wiggle out of this with 2 outs,
huge,
no damage,
absolutely.
It'll be a big deal here for them. Delaney delivers ball 1 in the dirt. Now we're back to the top of the lineup with DeSimone, the left fielder. Delaney delivers with the 1-0 pitch ball, runs it to 2-0.
Must have been out a little bit.
Yeah, it looked a little bit out. I'm not going to complain about that. DeSimone 0 for 1 today. Delaney delivers fastball on the outside half for strike 1. Good take by DeSimone there, outer half pitch with a plus count. So nice job by DeSimone.
2-0, that's not the pitch that you want to go after.
So 2-1 count. Delaney shakes off Lowry. Comes the set with runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Swung on by DeSimone, fouled off on the first base side. That'll even the count at 2-2. So 2 outs, 2 strikes, 2 outs, or 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Delaney looking to get out of the top of the second. Delaney delivers. Fastball fouled off and caught by Lowry. Great concentration by Lowry. Good job by Caleb Delaney to come back from a 2-0 count there and deliver, even it up at 2-2 and deliver strike 3 and wiggle out of the inning.
That's a great job by both Delaney, the defense, being able to capitalize on, like I said, the lack of execution on Clearview's part, not being able to get that bunt down, and that's an inning-changing at bat.
And through 2 innings now, Mike, Delaney has 4 strikeouts.
And somebody who's not going to be overpowering with his with his stuff and what he's throwing. So it's going to be keeping those batters off balance, spotting his off speed, and seeing if he can get those swings and misses.
So Tyler Dell comes into the bottom of the second inning. Mike, what we watched in the first inning is average fastball, but looks like he does have a pretty tight spin on his slider, which had the Eagles a little off balance. So goal of this game moving forward looks like get into those fastball counts, and we have a lot of inexperienced kids that probably haven't seen something like that this year as far as a slide piece from.
I'm interested to see how both teams respond to their game ones of today. Right? Both teams came out, swung the bat really well, scoring a lot of runs on both sides. So can they carry that over? West Everett had a very aggressive approach in their first game today that seemed to work out pretty well. So I'd like to see if that's going to something that carries into this game.
So Dell in the first inning gets the first 2 outs and walks McKenna and walks Lowry, hits Lundfeld, which results in a wild pitch for 1 run in. So, I'm assuming Dell's going to come right at these Eagles in inning 2 here. And he does come out firing. First pitch fastball. Ball's hit in the air. Just out of play. Off the hands of a spectator for an error.
And that is something that, as of now, has carried over from game 1. They went after first, second pitches in the bats, doing so here.
So now hitting for the Eagles is the freshman Landon Delaney. Delaney with the 0-1 count. Dell pours it in, quickly goes ahead 0-2. This is where the Eagles just got to keep grinding. They've done a pretty good job all year just kind of grinding out these 2 strikes at bats and just figuring out a way. Fastball in the dirt, blocked by the umpire. That'll run the count to 1-2 to Landon Delaney. Delaney's good, he's going to have some up and downs. He's a freshman, you know what I mean? He's trying to figure it out. Has definitely fit into the lineup and has done a nice job for a freshman. And, it's just a matter of having less time in between those bumps as freshmen, You don't want to get into a big slump. And, I think that's the biggest thing for a youngster coming into a lineup like this.
Yeah, and he's done well here, getting evened up. I think he might want to expect a fastball.
2-2 count, hit to the third baseman. Third baseman fires across and records the first out of the inning. Delaney's out on a 5-3.
And if you want to look at it from a little bit of a macro level, him being a freshman, that's actually, that's not a bad at bat, right? You're aggressive your first pitch, you don't get it, and you find yourself in an 0-2 hole, but then does a really good job battling back, right? As I mentioned, expected fastball, he gets it, and he hits it hard, he was on it, and just sometimes you hit right to the fielder.
That'll bring
Now
up
batting for the West Everett Eagles, left fielder,
the left fielder, junior Josh
Bruner.
Bruner. Bruner comes out swinging. First pitch goes down 0-1. Bruner had off to a slow start in the beginning. Had a big hit last week for an RBI. Down in this count, 0-1. Dell delivers. Slider down low. That's a good take by Bruner. That'll run the count to 1-1. So on deck, Aiden Crowner had a big grand slam. Senior took some time off of baseball and 1,000-point scorer in basketball, looming on deck for the Eagles. 1 down in the bottom of the second with Bruner. 1-2 count. Check swing. Blocked by the catcher. The appeal is good.
It looks like if you're West Effort, you're going to want to try to lay off the off-speed as much as possible. It doesn't look like he's been able to consistently throw that for strikes.
Yeah, I thought Dell was going to really start to attack this, trying to line up fastball. Gloved by the third baseman. Nice play. Sets his feet, delivers over to first base. It'll going to be 2 down. Nice job by A.J. Palumbo. Palumbo used to be a catcher, man. When he was younger, had an absolute hose, howitzer. Played for Young Guns back in the day. And, played with Cole McKenna on the Mid-Atlantic
Now
show
batting
for a
West
couple
Reels,
years.
first baseman
And,
number 3,
just a great
Aiden
kid, good talent.
Kramer.
Super athlete.
And as
Surprised
you
they
know,
actually have him at third to minimize that athleticism.
well, I was gonna say, as you know, though, if you come up and you're a catcher, you get a foundation that's built, and you're able to have that transition.
So Cramner goes up 2-0 on Dell with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Fastball down the middle. That was a pitch to hit there, Mark.
It was.
Swings through it. Cramner just getting in the lineup for the Eagles. Ran into one in the first game. Don't want to do too much here. Just get on the base and kind of flip this lineup over.
And with West Everett being aggressive, you do want to be a little bit careful, though, with the off speed and not chase anything too much out of the zone.
3-1 count to Cramner, and Dell delivers. Fastball up. That'll be ball 4. So the Eagles got a base runner here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning with the leadoff hitter coming up.
I'm pushing P as my favorite alphabet. She let me do as I please on my alphabet. When your lawyer paid off, you don't have to tell. When you pay your own bills, you don't have to.
Now batting for Eagles, pitcher Caleb Delaney.
Delaney's trying to extend this inning here, get to the middle of the order. 2 outs here. Dell delivers. Delaney hits a line drive to left field, right at the right fielder and caught. I kind of went out of my sight, but that ball was well struck. Right fielder backed up a few steps and made the catch to end the second inning. So we're through 2 here at Union Field. Clearview 1 and the Eagles 1. We're tied here at the finals of the Papa County Tournament as Delaney goes out to start inning 3.
West Effort has made it clear they are going to be taking an aggressive approach at the plate. As you see there, at least 3 batters going after the first pitch. I think that it's known to them that if they're going to go up there and they get a first pitch fastball and it's going to be in what their sweet spot is, wherever it is, that they're going to go after it.
I like it. Like we said earlier, I think these young Eagles need to attack the fastball. But you're going to have to, get some barrels on those early fastballs and not, foul them off or, get into a minus count. It looks like Dell does have a pretty tight slider. We'll see how that progresses, if that affects it as he prolongs his outing today. But it's been pretty effective. But St. Randy, I think, does that last inning at the bottom of the order is successful. The Eagles put 2 balls in play with 2 strikes, which is a good sign. And, Delaney with the line drive to right field ending. So, the barrels look like they're swinging.
Well, a huge factor to their success overall in this game against Dell is going to be, in my opinion, how well can they lay off the off-speed, because as of now, he hasn't really thrown his off-speed slider for strikes. And if you're going to go after the first pitch, his fastball, that's fine. Now, where that's going to come back and haunt you a lot is if you don't get a hit on that first pitch, and then you go after and you chase something out of the zone on that off-speed, then that's when you'll find yourself deep, 0-2 and 1-2 counts, and that's not going to be advantageous for you.
And as Caleb gets out here, I think, and what we've seen out of a couple starts at Delaney, his changeup's been his output.
Absolutely.
So Clearview's going to have to be extremely patient with Delaney because he will. They come out swinging first pitch, ground ball to Cramner's glove, unassisted. And Delaney, 1 pitch, 1 out for the Eagles.
Now batting for the Pioneers, third baseman A.J. Palumbo.
That'll bring up the third baseman, A.J. Palumbo. Third baseman made 2 really nice plays, athletic plays over at third base last inning. Palumbo is a, gap-to-gap guy that can run. So Delaney quickly goes ahead of Palumbo 0-1. Like a fastball in the middle of the plate, well struck, line drive to left field, base hit for Palumbo.
And what Delaney's going to have to do
Tyler
is, whether he is ahead of the count, behind the count, is really work on his location and make sure that he's spotting the ball well and not giving them anything that they can square up on, like that 0-1 pitch there.
So man on first, 1 out. Batista, deep drive to center field. Lundfeldt delivers, and
That's it.
that ball is out. So the pitcher, Tyler Dell, helps himself out with a 2-run home run here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Now both teams demonstrating that they're going to be aggressive in the approach. That's the
Now,
2 out of 3
now
batters this
Pioneers,
innings
first
swung
baseman Pat
on their
Gallagher.
first pitch, and in West Effort the same thing.
Yeah, against a good Clearview team, you know, I think Clearview's still Group 3, Mike, or 4?
4, I
I
believe.
think they're 4. So that, you know, they're playing some pretty good competition. So, you know, Delaney's not going to overpower him. So he's going to have to, you know, kind of pitch backwards today, and you know, keep them off balance. You know, if he gets in accounts where he has to pour fastballs, you know, definitely advantage Clearview today. That brings Jurgen to the plate for the Pioneers. 1 out here. Clearview just goes up 3-1 on a 2-run home run by Tyler Dell. See how Delaney, it's like a changeup. Not sure if that's a changeup or a curveball, Mike. I just looked at his grip coming up. Looked like he had a knuckle on it. So I don't
Yeah.
know if he's throwing like a knuckle curve there or that was his changeup grip.
That looked like a change up there.
Okay, so I think the last one was the curveball. I think it looks like he's throwing a knuckle curve out there because I did see that come out of his hand. I used to love that as a hitter.
Yeah.
So fastball delivered by Delaney, strike 2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off down the right field line, and the count remains 3-2 to Jurgen. Like I said, Clearview comes in the game with a 3-7 record, but you know that they do play an extremely tough schedule group, and the Tri-County is a decent league, and they're going to play some really quality teams.
And having a, honestly, somewhat of an easy win in their first game today against Paul VI.
Ball's hit in the air. McKenna settles underneath and records out 2 of the inning. So Delaney responds. Good pitch there, inside, fights back from a 3-1 count, moves it to 3-2, and
Now batting for Pioneers,
records the out.
designator Chris Wolf.
That'll bring up left-handed hitter Chris Wolf. Wolf, the DH, 0 for 1 on the day. Quickly goes down 0-1 to Delaney. Delivers the 0-1 count in the dirt, and that'll run it to 1-1. So 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. Clearview leads 3-1. That looked like a changeup by Delaney. Nice pitch.
And what you want to do is you're lefty on lefty. You want to, most of the time, you're going to want to go outside and make sure that you really get that far deep extension, so that way you can make sure that it's only outer half of the plate, because the last thing you want to do is let that creep in out over the middle of the plate.
So 1-2 count to Wolf. Line drive. Going to be up the middle for a base hit. And I was just about to say, it looks like Wolf was struggling a little bit. You know, really a front foot hitter. So I was hoping for an off-speed pitch there to keep him a little off
Now
balance.
batting for
Because, you know,
Pioneers,
he's
catcher
dead red
Alex
fastball hitter, it
Newsenberger.
looked like to me.
And it looks like most of the time, I mean, it's going to be obvious for any really batter, but a lot of the damage has been done when Delaney's left the ball out kind of like over the middle of the plate and missing his spots.
So that'll bring up the catcher, Musenberger, who's also 0 for 1 on the day. So Musenberger at the plate. Pick move by Delaney. 1-0 count to Musenberger. Wolf, the DH, at first base with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Slide step by Delaney delivers the strike 1. That's a good job by Delaney. I think I threw him off as a hitter, his timing. So Delaney quickly back in this count, 1-1. Change up, popped up in the air, straight up in the air. Cramner calls it. And caught the record inning 3. Mike, chime in. Usually you have your starting center fielders on the mound, and I'm good with him just going and taking that.
When it's right to him, essentially like that one was, and he could be fully camped underneath it like that one was, I probably would rather see that than the first baseman come over, especially somebody who hasn't logged that many innings at first base in the field this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a tough play for first baseman. He was almost behind the mound at that point. With the wind blowing out, it kind of started off on the first base side, blowing behind the mound. So, you want to minimize this. Delaney did a nice job, responded there after, giving up the home run, the 2-run homer to Dell. And, the Pioneers go up 3-1 here. The Eagles head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Just in a game like this, that ball wasn't really well struck, with the wind blowing out here at Union Field, we know how things can go. So we want to minimize those extra base runners in this type of game because there's no reason to be safe today with the wind slightly blowing out.
Yeah, you got to see if West Effort can respond and what they can do in this half of the inning. Like I said, having a pretty impressive offensive performance in their first game today. You want to see that carry over. They've already examined that they're going to be aggressive early in the count and go after the first pitch. And then also too, I want to see how Dell responds, knowing that West Everett's going to be attacking his first pitch fastball. You're going to have the Harlan lineup coming up. How does he change his approach, if any? Does he stick with being aggressive in fastballs early, or does he start throwing his off speed?
So I'm curious to see how Dell handles the middle of this order second time through, because definitely threw around him last time with 2 outs. Was very careful what he was doing the last time. So, Mike, I don't know about you, but I think the temperature's dropping here. You feel it?
You know what it is, too? I think it's every time we do a broadcast, the weather has to be bad. This is 3 straight weeks now that we've had a pretty miserable day weather-wise.
I'm telling you, I think it's me.
I think it is, because during the week, it seems like we get the 75, sunny, beautiful.
So Hartman swings, strike 1. Dell delivers. Fastball goes right after Hartman. Bottom half of the zone, Hartman takes. So the zone does look like, I'm okay where the zone is, but it is a lower zone.
Yeah, and if you're a pitcher, you love that, and you want to stay right there as much as you can.
0-2 delivery swung on and missed. Down in the zone by Hartman. 1 out. And that'll bring up the shortstop, junior Cole McKenna. McKenna walked his first at bat, looking to get something started here at the bottom half of the 3rd.
And what McKenna was able to do in game 1 was really be able to take advantage of being in position where they could not pitch around him that much.
So Dell delivers a slider over for strike 1. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. See, Mike, there, I think he's looking breaking ball again and takes a fastball. Looks like on the outer half there. Quickly goes down again, 0-2. Been in the 2-0 counts today so far. Dell delivers a slider behind McKenna.
Yeah, a little off.
Almost hit him. So 1-2 count to McKenna.
Let's go 2-1 on that goal. Hey, 2-1.
That'll run the count 2-2, ball low in the zone. Dell wanted that one with one out here in the third inning.
Hey, 2-1 on that goal.
McKenna line drive to center field. It's going to beat the center fielder. It's going to be a stand-up double for McKenna. I don't know, Mike, what that was at second base. I gotta tell you.
I don't know if he thought that for a second that maybe he was going to try to go to third, and last second he said no, or
As we would yell for
Yeah.
the sniper, I don't know.
maybe he just wanted to get dirty a little bit.
All right. So we got something cooking. McKenna beats the center fielder with a double.
Now batting for Eagles.
Good job with 2
catcher,
strikes here. So we go to our big RBI guy here, our 4-hole hitter, Brendan Lowry. I'm not going to expect to see too much around the zone for Lowry here, Mike, with the base open. And Dell thinks otherwise. He came right after him.
He says,
I don't know if that was a changeup. Looked like something was off of that. I don't know if that was a true changeup or get it over fastball. So Lowry goes down 0-1 to Dell. Lowry calls timeout.
well, I could tell you that if that was a changeup, not nearly enough taken off. I don't want to see that again. I don't want to see that again.
That's why I said it almost looked like it
Yeah.
hit it over fastball.
If that was a changeup, then if I'm the coach, I'm saying don't throw that again.
That looks like a 3-0 get it over fastball. So that'll run the count to 1-1 to Lowry. The Colonial Conference RBI leader, really on fire this year. Doing a nice job in the 4-hole for the Eagles. Gets a good pitch down in the zone, fouls it off. Looked like he hesitated on that, just a slight bit. So I don't know if that was, maybe a cut fastball or something. Definitely wasn't a slider. So maybe a 2-seam or something that got in on him late. But some movement from Dell.
I would expect breaking pitch here.
100%, and I would 100% agree. At least Dell wants to go outside the zone here. So 1-2 count to Lowry. There was the changeup, Mike. So that definitely was a changeup.
A little too much grip.
Yeah, definitely choked down on that a little bit, and spikes it in there. That'll run the count to 2-2. So Lowry's one from being even here. So grinding out this at bat. So Dell definitely does not want to make a mistake to Lowry at the plate here. Dell delivers. Fastball. Struck right to the second baseman. Hit hard enough where it handcuffed the second baseman, Lagarina, and that'll score McKenna from second base. And not sure. I would assume they're going to rule that an error here.
That better be.
Although he didn't get a glove on it. That ball was a missile.
Yeah.
I can tell you that, but it was right at him. So Lowry delivers with a 2-strike count, puts a barrel on the ball, makes him field the baseball. Goes into the gap, and Lowry's at first base, and that'll leave up Trevor Lundfeld. Ball 1 to Lundfeld. Looks like it was a little outside. 1-0 count to Lundfeld with Lowry at first base. 1 run across here in the bottom of the third inning. Dell delivers a high fastball, popped up in foul territory down the right field line. And looks like it drops. Good effort by the first baseman and right fielder and the second baseman converging on that. But Lundfeld gets new life.
And as we've seen, many times at the high school level, sometimes all it takes is for you to just put the ball in play, hit it hard, and good things will happen for you.
Dell comes set and delivers to Lundfeld. Slider in the zone. Blocked by Musenberger. If I said his name right, Musenberg. Sorry. I apologize for that one.
And I don't know if Dell's having any arm issues, but it seems like he's starting to take a little bit off on his delivery when he throws his off-speed pitches, which I think is affecting the accuracy, and then also too going to be able to give the hitters a little bit more notice.
Like I definitely can see it this inning. Looks like the spin rate's down for sure with his off-speed pitch, especially with his slider. It was a little sharper in the first 2 innings. It looks a little different.
Yeah, and it could be just fatigue. You know, I don't know exactly what his pitch count is, but it's getting up there, and
it is.
I don't know what. Yeah, so he's 57 down, 30, so it could be. And that's what's going to happen.
Three 3-1 count to Lundfeld. Take him for strike 2. Good pitch by Dell at the bottom half of the zone. We'll see if we have Lowry on the move with 1 out, and we do. Ball 4 in the dirt. Lundfeld walks.
Expect a visit here.
Yeah, Cora's out of the dugout. No one warming up in the bullpen. He's starting to wander around.
Yeah, but they might. Whoever is coming in next might not even be able to warm up in the bullpen. They might be out in the field. I don't know enough. I don't know what the staff looks like, but high school, yeah.
So Gasparovic comes up with first and second, 1 out here in the bottom of the
Now
third.
batter
The
Eagles,
corners
third
are up
baseman
for
Grady Gasparovic.
for the Pioneers. They're double play depth at short, not so much at second. I don't know why they're not a double play depth there at second base. Gasparovic up. I'm sorry, strike 1 looking on the first one.
Now, I really hope that's not some sort of strategic positioning, and they're saying, well, we're going to pitch him this way and expect him maybe to go towards second base, so we don't want to give up that hole, but
I don't know if they were looking for a bunt. Maybe that's the only reason you'd be playing so far over. I don't quite understand that. Ball hit by Gasparovic. It's going to be in the left field. Fielded by the left fielder and bobbled, and Lowry was held up and was unable to advance on the base. And now we got the bases loaded from a single from Grady Gasparovic. So on that one, Mike, just a coaching point, you go to left field. Once you hit third base and you're held up by Coach Orr, you have to quickly find the ball.
yeah.
You got to spin your eyes around and find that baseball. So that was an opportunity there that the Eagles may have scored on the bobble from the left fielder.
Right. They could have scored on that, too. That's something where I don't see that left fielder reacting fast enough getting the ball.
So big spot for the freshman Landon Delaney. 1 out, bases loaded. We're looking for something in the outfield here. Looks like Dell delivers good pitch in on the hands of Delaney. Humpback liner to the first baseman, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
And that's a situation where you, as a batter, you kind of have to, when you're going up against a pitcher who is, struggling a little bit, right? And pitch counts up, his control isn't as much as it was early in the game. You have to say, if I do go after that first pitch, I have to make sure that I accomplish the goal.
Bruner.
So now up, the left fielder, Josh Bruner. Dell's looking to wiggle out of some major damage here. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Dell delivers fastball for strike 1. Big spot for Bruner. Dell looking to wiggle out of this inning with minimal damage. Him and Musenberger cannot get together here, so they're going to have a conference on the mound. So a little bit of action in the Clearview bullpen. It's like we got a right-hander there starting to get loose. So I don't know if, with conference play in full effect here, I don't know how much we'll see out of.
This might be. I would expect this would be it.
65 pitches from Dell. So slider. That's a brutal call.
That is.
It's not that hard. So Bruno goes down 0-2 in a gigantic spot. does a nice job taking the pitch below the zone, and the umpire calls it a strike. It's just, can't have that happen. So Bruner up there battling with 2 strikes.
Go 6.
Slider in the dirt. Why not from Dell?
And I'll
Right?
tell you what, that's 0-2. You already get a straight call on the second pitch. That's a good job lay off that.
He's going to try to sneak a fastball in here, Mike.
Mhm.
Just my guess here.
Come on, 6.
So Dell winds and delivers fastball. Fouled off straight back by Bruner. Nice job by Dell. So he remains alive, 1-2. So the big thing is just staying off of that slider below the zone here for Bruner and try to work back to a fastball so he can get his barrel on something.
Yeah, and if you're Bruner, you gotta be looking off speed.
2-strike pitch fastball.
Maybe he was.
Taken for strike 3. So Dell wiggles out of bases loaded and 1 out, and the Eagles only plate 1.
And as we mentioned, that not being able to take advantage and scoring a run on the overrun in left field comes back to, to haunt them a little bit, where you got to be maybe your head on a swivel a little bit more when you're around, especially when you're going to third base.
So we head to the top of the 4th inning, Clearview 3, West Defford 2. So cut the lead to 1, Mike. Nice job. 1 out, double by McKenna. That error by the second baseman. Hard hit, 2-strike ball by Lowry. Plates that. Ends up loading the bases. You just can't push any across them. So got to keep their heads in the ball game here, moving forward as we head to the top of the 4th. I got to get my jacket, Mike.
3, 2, 1, too many. Come on, that's a country song right there. This is my kind of town. This is my kind of place. I wouldn't mind hanging around for more than just a couple days. I got a 12th floor room with a killer view of the empty Astrodome. Downstairs, all I can think about.
All right, we're back here in the 4th inning, and I'm just brought in one of my ex-ball players here, Gloucester Catholic right-handed pitcher Daviel Fernandez. Dav, from what I understand, scholarship offer to Barry University out in Miami Shores, right?
Yes, sir, I am.
And we're looking forward to it. Unfortunately, I have some
Now
bad
for
memories of you
Pioneers.
pitching
Second
here.
baseman Rob
Your
Lagarina.
freshman year, touching 90 on the mound and carving West Defford up that game. So it's good seeing you, and I saw Brady over there too. Also having a phenomenal year for the Gloucester Catholic Rams, and number one in the state and 49th in the country. So congratulations on a great season so far.
Thank you very much.
Committed to Barry University?
Yeah.
So he's
Going
gonna
down
go
to play with a ex-teammate of mine.
So he's going to go down and play for Coach Young down there at Barry University, who took over for Juan Renero, another South Jersey product, and also joined here with Brady Belfus, the first baseman, 4-hole hitter for the Gloucester Catholic Rams.
Not 4-hole.
You're my 4-hole.
Thanks, man. I'm not.
Barry University with a big 11-1 win over number 1 ranked Tampa last night.
Yesterday.
That's a big win. So it's good seeing you two guys and your success at the high school level. And, we wish you nothing but success here in your future, throughout the summer and the rest of the season, and bring home another state championship. This will be, if you guys can grab this one, this will be number 20 or 21?
21.
This will be number 21. Of course you guys know that, right? I should know that too. So
Now back
good
for
seeing you
Pioneers.
guys.
Shortstop,
Tell your
Kyle
families
Sloan.
hello, and best of luck the rest of the way, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Daviel and Brady, thanks for stopping by and saying hi to us. So we got one out here. Sorry for going off topic, but man, those two guys are just some special kids right there, and really good guys. And I'm glad to see they're being successful. Not only good people off the field and stud players. Off.
Yeah, it's good to see Barry University keep the South Jersey pipeline going.
I missed that one, Mike.
That's a bad hop. That is a bad hop. Can't write up on him, and it's either going to break his nose or miss him completely and go out in left field. So I guess look at that as a positive.
Okay, so we got a man on first base, one out. Delaney delivering. So Connor Zwan at first base. D. Simone at the plate. We're back up the top of the order. A bunt straight back to Delaney. Nice job by Caleb. Delivers the first base.
Now back to the Pioneer center fielder Ryan Bautista.
That's a good job by Clearview getting the bunt down, and then just as good job PFPs, Delaney getting the ball, and so both sides doing the execution.
So man on second base. One out, if I'm not mistaken. Correct, Mike?
Mm-hmm. Looks like a little of a base running mistake there on Clearview's side. If you're a runner on second base, you're getting your secondary. You can tell that catcher doesn't have the ball. You got to be a little bit more aggressive than that.
Delaney delivers.
You know, and those are some key moments in the game that sometimes people overlook. And there's a big difference having a runner on third base with one out and having a runner on second base with one out.
Ball down in the zone. Lowry keeps the ball in front of him. I believe we got a 2-1 count here, Mike.
Yeah. Off-speed pitch
by Delaney. Swung through by Batista.
Was it inside, you think?
Yeah, it had to be inside because that was knee high.
Yeah.
So Delaney just misses with a pitch inside. That'll run the count to full to Batista. Zwan at second. Long look from Delaney, steps off the plate and resets. Leader over the shortstop's head will score Zwan from second base. Good two-strike hitting from Batista to fight that pitch off. Looks like he got in on his hands. Good pitch by Delaney.
Now back for the Pioneers, third baseman A.J. Palumbo.
And the Pioneers go up 4-2 on the Eagles.
You're obviously upset that you don't get that one pitch, and then that ends up being the result. But as a pitcher, you got to really be able to compartmentalize and kind of reset now. Say, okay, that one's in, can't do nothing. Put it behind you, and let's get this guy here.
So Palumbo comes up with the line drive base hit in his first at bat. the runners off. Throw by. So not a big chance for Lowry to throw him out. They went on first move off of Delaney, and when he does go to his full leg kick, it's that's probably a 1-7, 1-6, 1-7, which is difficult for the catcher to throw out. But he does have a nice slide step to neutralize the runner. So we now got a guy on second base with a dangerous Palumbo up. 2-0 count to Palumbo. I'd be real careful, Mike. I'd probably give him a change up here.
Fastball. He does? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it looked like a fastball to me. So 2-1 count to Palumbo. Good pitch by Delaney on the outer half. Good discipline by Palumbo taking a pitch on the edge there. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Hartman, bobbled, handled, kept his composure, throws Palumbo out of first base, which will end the inning. So the Pioneers do a nice job. Batista, two-strike hitting, floats one in the center field and scores a run. But the Eagles are still in this game, although Clearview takes the lead 4-2 here in the finals of the Pop McKenna Classic.
Yeah, sometimes that's just all you got to do is put the ball in the play and think good things will happen. And the thing about in that last play there, too, it's a good teaching moment for anybody who's going to be playing second base where you keep thinking, remind you have time, right? You don't have to get too worried about if you're not fielding it completely cleanly. Like, you have time, knock it down. Just like previously, the second baseman in Clearview who had the one go through the 5-hole, and you knock it down more times than not, you're still going to have plenty of time to throw the runner out.
So the Eagles will lead off this inning with Aiden Cramner. And this is going to be a big at bat, where you're in the 9-hole here. If we can flip this lineup over here and get some runners on base for the top of the order, it'd be nice. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, down by 2.
I have to be honest. I'm a little surprised that Dell's back out there to start this inning. Might be a short leash situation, but he looked like he was fatigued last inning and having a pitch count now and coming up on that 70 pitch mark. I thought they would have went to the bullpen, but again, to be transparent, I don't know a whole lot about Clearview's pitching staff and what their depth looks like and what their schedule looks like, so I don't know who they have available, but I will be paying close attention to see how that might affect not only his pitch quality, but his pitch selection.
So Dell threw 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 4 strikeouts, and 4 walks. So had some control issues through 3 here, and Dell has 69 pitches coming in this inning with only 39 strikes.
Yeah.
Kramer.
That'll bring up the first baseman, Aiden Cramner. Dell delivers first pitch fastball over for strike 1. 0-1 pitch by Dell. Slider out of the zone. Umpire wanted that one, Mike. Saw his arm starting to creep up. So good take. Good take by Cramner to even the count at 1. Dell delivers fastball. Delivered line drive to left center field. That's going to get in the gap. It one hops the wall. Cramner's going to jog in the second base with a stand-up double.
Well, for somebody who knows what he likes, that pitch, because it looked like a very similar pitch that he put over the fence in his first game today.
That was a well-struck ball by Cramner. Just what they needed out of the 9-hole to roll this lineup over. So with no outs here in the bottom of the 4th, the Eagles are cooking.
Now Banner Eagles pitcher Caleb Delaney.
That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, pitcher Delaney, looking to help himself out on the mound here. Dell delivers fastball down and into Delaney, almost knocked down by the catcher, almost cost him an extra base for Cramner moving up, but got enough of it. So 1-0 count to Delaney. In his first at bat, hit a deep drive to right field, but was tracked down by the right fielder. So good quality at bat the last time. He came out swinging first pitch. So count evens the 1-1. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Eagles are threatening with Cramner with a leadoff double off the wall. 1-1 pitch slider outside, taken. Looks like they were crossed up there.
Yeah. And if you're Delaney too, like, it doesn't have to be a one-run game to think about playing, somewhat small ball. And not talking about specifically about bunting, but if you're runner on second, no outs, you really want to do whatever you possibly can to make sure that runner at least moves over.
So, ball delivered by Dell, fouled off in foul territory, goes off Delaney, and that'll run the count to 2-2. I was just ready to say Palumbo was playing a little deeper back at third base, so looked like the coverage was going to be third baseman or pitcher covering the third base side, but the first baseman's back also, so I think that might have been a good idea, Mike. So 2-2 pitch, good slider by Dell. In the dirt, swung on by Delaney, swung through. Catcher does a nice job blocking it, Musenberger, and throws out Delaney at first base. So that'll be 1 out, and that'll bring up the sophomore second baseman.
That's how we made it. Drinking a balance of patience. Watch how you take it. Can't keep no this is too dangerous.
So the opportunity.
Second baseman Jason Hartman.
Dell delivers the first pitch fastball in the dirt. Ball one. Nice job by Musenberger keeping that ball in front of him and not allowing Cramner to advance.
Right, and not having that runner move over to third now changes the approach to this batter, right, to Hartman's approach now, because now he has to figure, okay, let me make sure that I get this runner in.
Safe! So, Hartman bunts. Communication issues. The first baseman crashes. The second baseman's late getting over there. Hartman safe at first base. Wins the foot race. So we have runners on first and third for McKenna, who doubled in his last at bat.
Now I'm imagining that the mindset the Oler had on that was specifically for that, was to try to catch them off guard, catch them out of position where they weren't going to be able to successfully get an out. Because, in other words, why would you want to do that? But what he had in mind looked to work out.
So first and third for McKenna. At the top of the zone for strike one. McKenna looking to get something to the outfield, do some damage here. If not, a sac fly.
And that was what he was successful in the first game today.
Line drive down the left field line. That's going to fall in. Fielded by the left fielder cleanly. That'll score Cramner from third base. So RBI single from McKenna. We'll put runners at first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Nice job by Cramner. Leadoff double, ends up plating it. And now we have first and second. Eagles are still cooking with their big 4-hole hitter, and Brendan Lowry.
And that's what I was alluding to in McKenna's first at bat today in this game here was in game one, he found himself in a good position at the plate because there was runners on base pretty much every time he got up. And the pitcher was not going to be able to really effectively or successfully pitch around him. So he kind of had to give in, and McKenna capitalized. He was able to get a couple sac flies, he was able to get a home run. He was able to just like you saw in that situation right there with first and third, there's nothing else that Dell can really do, but he's got to make sure that he delivers strikes. And if you give McKenna that pitch there, then he is going to be able to do what he did and successfully driving a run for West Effort again.
Dell made a mistake, got that slider up in the zone a little bit on the inner half. And,
Now batter for Eagles catcher Brendan Lockery.
So the Eagles need a big hit from Lowry right here with 1 out, first and second. So Dell's going to be extremely careful with him, I think. Really good slider.
Good pitch, yeah.
That was a nice slider. As we said, it looked like last inning he lost his spin rate. That was a sharp
got it back,
breaking
yeah.
ball there. Also, earlier in this inning, he threw a real good one to Delaney in the dirt. So good job by Dell getting ahead of Lowry 0-1. Fastball down in the zone. So it seems like when he does come out with the first pitch slider, he's definitely not afraid to come back with a fastball.
Right.
Throw a little bit backwards there. So nice job by Dell out there. So 1-1 count to Lowry. This is the swing pitch right here in this at bat. Fastball up in the zone, pops straight up. The catcher's under it. The pitcher comes over, calls him off, and records out too. I was going to say, Mike, if the catcher
Try
10
for
to
that.
12 feet
Step on my
away
feet,
from that.
we gon' jump. You spent like 10 up with the deal, but I step in my bag, Louis V. Got two beams all up in
big out for Dell there.
Yeah.
To
Why you flexing? No, you heard of me.
eliminate Lowry as a
Like
threat
me,
here.
don't start stalking me.
2 outs in the inning. Eagles got to get another one across
Now
here.
batter for Eagles center fielder Trevor Lundfeld.
Lundfeld with the big 3-run homer on Thursday at Gloucester City. Looking to do some damage with men on first and second again. Lundfeld comes out swinging, line drive down the third base line. It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
fair
chalk.
ball. Lundfeld delivers with a stand-up double down the line. Scores Hartman from second base. McKenna moves up to third. That was close.
Looking at how that kicked
I think
and knowing
so.
what that line's like in the outfield here at Union Field.
Has like plastic
Right,
coating
exactly.
down that line. So when it hit that and laid flat with a very minimal bounce, I think you're right, Mike. I
Yeah.
think it hit the very edge of that tubing and kicked
Yep.
off the fence. So big RBI single or
Now batter for
double down
Eagles
the
third
line for
baseman
the senior
Grady Gas.
Trevor Lundfeld, who's really starting to find his groove here at the end of April. Grady Gasparovic up with 2 outs and 2 runs across. We're 4-4 here in the bottom of the 4th with the Eagles still threatening. Really good swing by Gasparovic there. I like that.
Yeah, and you want to see third and second, 2 outs. This is huge spot for West Effort. And imagining this is it for Dell. If you're him, you really want to close this out.
Big spot in this ball game. Big spot in this game. Second and third, 2 outs. Dell wiggled out of it with the bases juiced in the last inning. See if he can do it again. And Gasparovic hopefully can deliver here. Ball 2 to Gasparovic, borderline strike. That had to be outside just by a tick, but good take by Gasparovic. Going to count to 2-1. Good swing by Gasparovic, fouled straight back. I think I might have missed one. Like, is it 3-2 here? Looking at the game changer here, I thought it was 2-2. I may have lost one.
Well, you and me both, 'cause I thought it was 2-2 as well.
That's what I did. Maybe me. So crucial turning point in this ball game.
You'd like to see a little bit better secondary off second base.
Fastball thrown by Gasparovic. And Dell wiggles out of a big jam. So, but Eagles play 2, tie the ball game up as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Good job by the Eagles to respond. And, they've been doing this all year.
Yeah.
They seem to, at times get down and they just battle right back where, a lot of times, these young ball clubs that are inexperienced kind of fold in these type of situations. So, really proud how they battle back. They've been doing it all year.
And it seems like a lot of their games tend to be this seesaw type where they battle back, they get a lead, but then they lose a lead, they get down, but then they come back, and it's back and forth, so you would really like to see with the new Delaney coming out now on the mound to see if they can get a shutdown inning here, keep the momentum on their side.
So, nice job by Caleb Delaney today. Kept him in the ball game. This is going to be a big game, Mike, for PowerPoints. Years ago, obviously, football and wrestling were PowerPoints, but also baseball went to PowerPoints. So, Eagles picked up a big win over Timber Creek earlier in the week to gain some extra PowerPoints off a larger school. Timber Creek's in Group 3, I believe. So Caleb Delaney on the day, 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 5 strikeouts, and no walks, Mike. So, and as we talked about earlier in the broadcast, you need to put the ball in play.
Yeah, and if you're a pitcher, the number one goal is simple: throw strikes. Just throw strikes, and especially at the high school level. Trust me when I say, more good than bad will happen when you throw strikes.
And good job by Caleb, 77 pitches and 50 for strikes. So really, really nice outing for Caleb Delaney. Good quality start.
And you saw a couple times that he did get hurt. There were similar situations where he was, in what would be considered a hitter's count, maybe a 3-1 or a 2-1, and he had to come back with the fastball, something that, left out a little bit over the plate where the batter was expecting it, and credit to Clearview for capitalizing on those situations.
So West Deptford at 5-5 on the year.
Now batting for the Pioneers. Pitcher,
in this out-of-conference
Tyler
tournament battle with Clearview in the finals here. Caleb Delaney, or Landon Delaney, the freshman, delivers for strike 1.
And the new pitcher, Landon Delaney.
Delaney coming out with the newer, trendy, right from stretch pitch and delivery.
So Delaney on the year, 7 innings pitched, 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts with a 2.00 ERA. So, a great start to the freshman's career here.
Yeah, he's got a good motion, good arm delivery, got some late life on his fastball, which, over time we'll seem to benefit a lot more.
And I'll tell you, Delaney, he looks, 6'1", 6'2" out there, and boy, when he fills out, he's going to be something.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, the kid's an extremely hard worker.
I could probably do without the war paint, but maybe that's just the old man.
No, there's no call by the umpire.
Looks to be a foul ball.
Yeah, I obviously said something because Dell didn't run. So Dell with the home run last time, up 2-run home run, and hits a line drive down the left field line, foul. ball four to Dell. That'll give the Pioneers a runner on first with nobody out here in the top of the fifth inning.
Member of Pioneers first baseman Pat Yager.
Got a runner for the pitcher, Dell. That'll bring up the first baseman, Jurgen, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Has punched out once. First pitch delivery high, ball one. And Jurgen runs the count to 2-0. Kind of surprised in this tie ball game that they're in Button.
Yeah.
Ground ball. Foul. Out of the reach of Cramner.
I think that can sometimes come down to, without having in-depth knowledge of the roster and the personnel that a team might have. Because for all we know, who knows? Maybe this guy here, just the coach knows, can't get a bunt down for whatever reason. He just knows he's not going to be a successful bunter, so that maybe that's why they don't even try. Who knows?
So 2-1 count. Really good curveball by.
Caught him off guard.
Definitely caught him off guard. He was hunting fastball and swung through that to run the count to even at 2-2. Pick off to first base, safe. To the courtesy runner. I wasn't able to get his name on it. Runners going. Lowry throws down the first tag.
That was a quick pitch, too.
So stolen base for the courtesy runner for Dell. They put a runner on second base. That'll run the count to full to the hitter, Jurgen. Nobody out in the top of the fifth inning. Curveball misses outside to Jurgen, walks. That'll put runners at first and second for the Pioneers. And they have something cooking here.
Big spot for both teams. Big spot.
That'll bring up the DH Wolf, who's 1 for 2 on the day. We've seen him out on his front foot quite often, so out swinging first pitch. The catcher doesn't recognize it. And an opportunity there for the Eagles to grab a big out there, and I don't think Lowry recognized that it went up in the air. And coaching point that we always teach is the point in the air as soon as something goes up like that. So, but Lowry didn't realize where it went, and it was too late for the pitcher and the third baseman Gasparovic to go down there and make a play. So Delaney goes up 0-1 in the count here with no outs. Curveball over for strike 2. So Delaney's way ahead. Now this is where you're in the driver's seat here. Wolf's looking to just put something in play. Big kid, maybe I don't know how well he runs, but it'd be nice to get a double play here.
Yeah, he's been out in front on a lot of the pitches there. Even that one.
So pitch by Delaney, caught too much of the plate. Wolf reached out, caught a barrel, and it's another base hit for him up the middle. So it's the second hit for Wolf. The DH keeps the inning alive with nobody out. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth inning. and the Pioneers have the bases loaded.
You can maybe chalk that a little bit of that up to some inexperience on Delaney's part there, being a freshman. Hopefully he learns over time that an 0-2 pitch. That's just you got to make sure you spot it a little bit better than that.
So the Eagles decide to play the corners in the infield back for Musenberger, the catcher, who's 0 for 2 today. Delaney quickly ahead 0-1 in the count.
And Clearview continuing their aggressive approach, going after the pitches early in the count.
The 0-1 delivery from Delaney. Curveball, strike 2.
So let's see here, right? Last batter he had same situation, and he offered up a pitch that the batter was able to connect on. 0-2 count again. Let's see what he does.
I'd rather see a slider in the dirt here, Mike, than a fastball high, I guess, against Musenberger right here. Fastball down the middle. Missed his spot. Musenberger hooks it foul. The count remains 0-2.
So I'm not a believer in kind of like, I know kids are taught, or at least, they used to be taught, the 0-2 like way out, right? And, it's kind of like way out, get a chase. I'm not a big believer in that. I do want it to be an effective pitch, but not a pitch where the batter should be able to connect like that. No 0-2 pitch you throw should a batter be able to do what that hitter just did.
So I'm assuming something's going to be all speed out of the zone low from Delaney. He's going to, obviously doesn't want to catch too much of that plate on 2 occasions here. 0-2 fastball, slightly up out of the zone, not much. Musenberger takes to run the count to 1-2. Didn't miss by much. Good pitch by Delaney, almost a little bit too close to the zone, Mike.
Yeah, makes the batter think, and then now let's see if he can come back. This is the pitch you want to make.
1-2 changeup outside. Runs the count to 2-2 here with nobody out and the bases loaded with a tie ball game in the finals here. Two pitch.
Nice pitch.
Looked like that was a 2-seamer, I think.
It had movement.
Nice job. Tons of movement down and in, and really handcuffed the hitter who swung through it for strike 3. So really good pitch and a huge spot for Delaney for the freshman. And just getting in these positions as a freshman is going to help his growth in the future. Great job by Delaney there.
Maybe a new batter.
Well, yeah, not sure what was going on there. Trying to figure out. Delaney delivers ball 1. Looks like we do have a new hitter. Ryder from the Pioneers. This is his first at bat of the ball game. 1-0 count to Ryder. Delaney comes to set with the bases loaded. Delivers fastball, hit to the middle, flips. McKenna flips to Hartman. Has trouble with the turn, but the Eagles do get one out here.
A little unfortunate because everything was lining up pretty much exactly how you want it. The ball's hit hard. It's fielded cleanly by the shortstop. The toss is clean. That's as tailor-made as pretty much as tailor-made you can get, and exactly what you need if you're West Effort to get out of that inning. Turning that double play ball, and as a pitcher, and you've heard me say plenty of times when you're in those situations, right? You're looking for that ground ball. You're looking for that ground ball. And a lot of times, let's be honest, right? A lot of times it's not that simple at the high school level for your double plays to happen, right? Whether the ball's not hit hard enough, right? The ground might chew it up, what have you. That ball was hit hard enough for the double play. There was a completely clean fielding by McKenna, the toss. So unfortunate situation for West Effort not to get out of that inning on that play there, but if they can minimize it, and you still got an out, which is most important.
So I think this is a really good trip by Coach Oler out there. You know, got a freshman on the mound. You got 2 outs, first and third. Still a good, good position to get out of here with minimal damage with the bases juiced there. You know, potential ground ball there, double play. Unfortunately, just we got the fielder's choice and minimal damage, run scores. We have 2 outs here, so I think that was a good trip by Coach to just settle down the freshman. So that'll bring up Connor Zwan, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Runners on first and third. I'm sure Coach Oler was trying to set up their first and third defense for a break early, steal, delay, run and stop type of situation here once 2 strikes hit. So,
Yeah, make sure everybody's on board, knows what they're going to be doing.
So breaking ball from Delaney goes up 0-1 on Zwan. Good pitch by Delaney down in the zone for a ball. That'll even the count at 1-1 to Zwan. Runner at first base took an extra half a step. Doesn't go. Ball's outside. Ball 2. So 2-1 count. First and third. Delaney delivers. High fastball driven to left field. Bruner goes back, settles under it, makes the third out, and Delaney gets out of the inning with only 1 run. So good job by Landon Delaney, the freshman, to wiggle out of a potential big inning from the Pioneers.
Yeah, threw strikes, right? He really attacked the zone and he threw strikes. If you throw strikes, good things will happen. And he was able to get the ground ball. No, they didn't turn 2, but it still was an out. They only sacrificed a run, and now that they're still in a good position for this game, and Delaney looked pretty good up there.
So as the Eagles have done all year round, all year long, is respond when the other team scores. So let's see what the Eagles can do when we're back at the top of the order.
New life for Clearview on the mound. Yeah, just they got new life out there. Got number 21. That was done.
See if I can track down.
They tell me don't trust me. Broadway girls are trap. They owe me, they try to finesse me. They see me with Morgan, they know I'm rap.
Somebody said that he was the best number 21 ever come out of New Jersey.
Who's that?
This guy out here on the mound. They said typically good players don't wear the number 21.
You have to talk to Cole about that one.
They don't love you and they only love you right now. If I was smarter, I'd have stayed my eyes at home and leave them Broadway girls alone.
Okay, let's try to find out who we have on the mound here for the announcer. We don't have to get the official.
Think I ought to settle down and find me something I can take back to my hometown. But I told them that I'm
So the two go-to guys for Clearview has been their 1 and 2 starters for the year has been Noah Sari, the senior right-hander, and Chris Wolf. So we'll see who we have out here.
Just get you from my bad hello. I just came for the ride, so I'm gone. Yeah, she used to tell me, now she really want me. I can tell that she mad.
I'm sorry. So lead off the bottom. I thought it was Kelsey. So Landon Delaney.
You know, they calling my phone, I'm busy with Rob. Yeah, Penny, that's a side note. Yeah, maybe that's my side hoe. Set on my diet rider. I hit.
Now batting for the Eagles, Landon Delaney.
So we still haven't figured out who's on the bump for. Okay. Andrew Cron, sophomore right-hander.
Good delivery.
Good fastball from the sophomore. So 3.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 5 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, and 2 Ks, 3.82 ERA. So Delaney's going to deliver with a leadoff single to start the inning. Good job to help himself out. Both the Delaney brothers on the hill today. And Landon gets it going like they did last inning when we had a leadoff double by Kramer.
I'm watching Clearview's pitcher. Just warm up here. Just on those couple of warm ups. He struggled a little bit with throwing his breaking ball over for a strike. We see him come out the gate 2 straight fastballs. So it'd be interesting to see if he stays aggressive with the fastball, even though he gave up a hit.
So bunt by Bruner, fielded by Prawn. Underhand to first base, records the out. Bruner with a successful sacrifice bunt on the first base side. Good job by Josh Bruner.
And that's some more consistency from West Effort when it comes to executing the sacrifice bunts as they've been doing. Seems like they've been doing it pretty well throughout the year, at least the games that that we've been broadcasting with. And that's going to be important now because you're somebody who is you consider hot, right? 2 games today he's delivered in Cranmer, and then you get the top. So West Effort didn't put himself in a good position right now.
Yeah, Cranmer, big hit last time up, big hit in game 1. So
Now batting for the Eagles, Aiden Kramer.
Limited bats this year, looks like he's starting to feel a little more comfortable at the plate. So man on second, Prawn comes the set. Delivers curveball. Nice curveball from Prawn.
Yeah, like I said, he's got some good spin on it, got some good break on it. He hasn't been able to throw for strikes, at least in warm-ups and in that pitch there. And looks like Cranmer almost kept up with another hot streak of his, and that's getting hit by pitches.
So 1-0 to Cranmer. Delaney at second. Fastball low, just missed from Prawn. Run the count. 2-0 to Cranmer. Big at bat for Cranmer here. 1 out. See if he can deliver again with the left-handed hitting Caleb Delaney on that. Prawn delivers a 2-0 pitch at the knees for strike 1. So Cranmer's still in a plus count with a man on second and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Prawn delivers ground ball to the shortstop. It's kicked off his glove. Delaney's going to score all the way from second base. And the Eagles have a man on first with 1 out and 1 across.
That's in as many innings, almost the second tough hop for shortstop to field.
Connor's lines at shortstop. Right now, we've seen some bad hops on this field, Mike. We really have throughout the year. Looks great, it's just but we've seen some rough hops. So, ball mishandled. Ball hit by Caleb Delaney into right field. He's hunting the first pitch and ambushed that one into right field.
And if you're West Effort, you want to stay aggressive here because, at this point now, if you put the ball in play, you're going to have better than a 50-50 chance that you're getting on base. Clearview hasn't been able to handle the ball too well. So if you're West Effort, you want to stay aggressive and just put the ball in play and good things will happen for you.
So this is where we were talking about a little bit earlier, Mike. You got the bases jammed up a little bit here with the second baseman, Jason Hartman, the sophomore. He's been having a great year. Where you're going to have to pitch to the 3-4 hole coming up right now, depending on what happens at this at bat here.
I think I would expect we had, there's no outs, right?
Got 1 out from the second.
Okay, 1 out. Oh, that's right, the second pitch.
Prawn set and delivers fastball down in the zone. So in this occasion, I think Hartman may have potentially missed a sign there. It looked like he was looking to drag bunt. The problem with if he does drag bunt, gets thrown out, advances the runners, it gives you a base open. So, they'll definitely throw to McKenna a little bit differently, but then you're stuck with Lowry.
Right.
So, good thing is they do have some protection behind him. So 1-0 count to Hartman. Cron delivers the 1-0 pitch.
And I think there's something also that might be in Coach Oler's mind is you can get that bunt down successfully in the ground. Who knows what's going to happen? Because Clearview hasn't really been able to do it. So there would be no surprise if they somehow mishandle that play as well, and some more good things come your way for West Everett. So it's almost if just anything you can put in play and make Clearview prove to you that they can field the ball.
So 1-1 count. Prime comes the set. Hartman at the plate. Ball down in the zone. Great job by Hartman. Pulling back and taking ball low in the zone. So we're knotted up at 5 in the bottom of the 5th with 1 out and a 2-1 count to Jason Hartman. Prime delivers. Squares, balls hit, pop up in the air, right to Prime. For out 2 of the inning.
That's as much of a backfire as you can pretty much get.
So good job by Prawn, knew that Hartman was punting on that pitch, delivered a strike, and was able to field it.
Yeah, but you're in a position like you mentioned, like I was saying earlier, how now McKenna comes up again with with runners on base. Not really a whole lot that they can do as far as pitching around him too much. So he should see something he can go after.
Home run, McKenna.
I don't like the announcement of.
I must have missed it.
You don't want to know.
Oh, they gotta drop him a nickname.
It's just a little much for me. All right, so looks like we're gonna have a pinch runner for Cramner at second base. He'll be able to re-enter the game though, Mike. Looks like the freshman Braden Curcio, uber athletic freshman with good wheels with 2 outs, will be at second base. And looks like the Pioneers have a right-hander up in the bullpen down there. And looks like he's getting ready in a hurry here. So 2 outs. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th with Cole McKenna at the bat. Ron stares down, gets the pitch, comes the set. Fastball down in the zone. So different approach for this at bat. They've been giving him, first pitch sliders in the breaking balls in his previous at bat, and decided to come back with a fastball. I think that's pretty good thinking because as a hitter, if that's the way they're going to pitch you, you're going to be prone to look for something early in the count, ambush a breaking ball. So 1 out to McKenna. Slider over 1-0. In the
This is another cross-up.
It was a cross-up. Although he delivered it, it looks like he, crossed up the catcher here. They had to get their signs together. So Musenberger gets together with Prawn out there and sure to get the signs together with a runner on second base. So Curcio at second. Caleb Delaney at first, and McKenna up with a 1-1 count. Slider in the zone, ball 1. So good job by Cole taking that pitch, and I like the patience, and
Heavy dose of breaking balls.
This isn't something that he did well last year. He chased a lot of pitches out of the zone and kind of got himself out. So far so good. By McKenna here with a 2-1 count. Ball down to zone 3-1. So if I'm McKenna in this spot, Mike, 3-1 count, you're hunting a fastball. If they throw a breaking ball, I'm just going to run this to 3-2. And
Yeah, unless it's a
cookie.
Like
they did
an Ephus, yeah.
So 3-1 count. Runners on first and second. Delivery by Prawn, low in the zone for ball 4. It's a good at bat right there, not chasing. If they would have called that a strike, a borderline low pitch, I'd have been okay with the take there. So here we go again.
Yeah.
Here we go again with the bases juiced here. Prime walks McKenna to load the bases.
And that's actually a pitch that we've seen this umpire call for strikes a couple times this game.
And it's been a little different. Like earlier in the game, he was giving that low strike, and this last inning to Delaney and Prime now, it seems like it's come up a little bit. Here.
Yeah, and
that was a borderline pitch.
And I think you mentioned earlier that the Dirt West Everett's cleanup hitters leading the conference in RBIs, and he's in a good position now to capitalize and add to that count.
Yeah, you know what? And Lowry, the second time through the conference here, a lot of people don't, he hasn't come on the scene. He didn't get a lot of playing time last year. And, it'll be different second time around.
Lockery.
First pitch fastball by Prawn, and Lowry little late on it. And I think he's going to want to have that one back.
Yeah, that was a pitch that I think that he focused in on and went after, staying true to themselves and being aggressive early in the count.
So 0-1 count to Lowry. Prawn has the bases loaded. Slider over for strike two. So quickly, Prawn is ahead of 0-2 with 2 outs. The sophomore in control at this at bat right now, and see what he can do for a young pitcher to stay on the edge of the zone with a strong hitter in Lowry.
Hey, 7, let's go, B! Here we go! Run it, let's drop it! Get there, yeah!
Fastball on the hands to Lowry. It looked like the third baseman didn't charge it because of the runner, maybe.
Maybe impede him, but that's something you would think that's got to be caught in the air. I mean, that's up long enough.
Yeah, he didn't charge it. Just the way the ball was hit, it hit the ground and spun away from the infielder. So that's going to be an infield single for Lowry and RBI. Good job with 2 strikes. That's all you can ask for, is to put it in play, and sometimes good things happen. So Trevor Lundfeldt, the senior, comes up 1 for 1 on the day. Been really starting to swing a hot bat for the Eagles, the senior, and comes up again with the bases loaded here with a 1-0 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Good pitch at the top of the zone by Prawn. Fastball. Lundfeldt swings through. Now I just want Trev to kind of stay within himself here. We don't need it all. We just need a base hit. Cole's at second with good speed. Delaney at third. And, base hit will probably score 2 here.
Yeah, and that's when they say stay within yourself and you get something out of a plate, take it, whatever they give you. And you don't want to go swinging outside the zone. And then if you're Brown here, you want to attack that zone. Bases loaded. You want to see what Lundfeldt can do. Just like that right there.
Yeah, Prawn with a nice pitch down and in. Delivers a strike to Lundfeldt that'll even the count to 2-2. So good job by Prawn making a real nice pitch there and a plus count for the hitter. Bases are loaded with 2 outs here. Critical moment in this ball game. Check swing. Looks like a check swing swung. Definitely swung on that and blocked by the catcher and tugged home plate. Clearview wiggles out of only giving up 1 run to the Eagles, but the Eagles do take the lead here on an infield single by Brendan Lowry.
Yeah, and if you're West Effort, you just want to keep putting the ball in play and make Clearview show you that they can get consistently get outs if you put the ball in play, because that's something they really haven't been able to do throughout today's game.
So we head to the top of the 6th inning with the Eagles having a 6-5 lead in the finals here at the Pop McKenna tournament. I don't know the last time that they won this tournament.
No.
I think it's been some time. We've been in the finals 2 years ago. Last year it got washed out. I believe 2 years ago they lost to Paul VI.
Is it typically the same 4 teams?
Paula Six has been in it for a couple years here. Cumberland, this is the second year Cumberland was in it, but we got washed last year. This is the first year for Cleveland.
Okay.
So just to let everybody know, just a shout out, the West Memphis High School baseball team is going to be having a fundraiser tonight at the races at National Park Fire Hall, right at Hessian Avenue and Grove Avenue, right on the corner there. So good chance to get out on a Saturday night after a good day of baseball here at the Papa McKenna tournament to raise some money for a good cause for the ball club. And tickets are sold at the door. We still have some tickets available for a good night. Trying to get a lot of ex-ball players out there and just get back together. So good night if you're not doing anything. Come on over and spend some time and hope these guys raise some money for this high school baseball.
What time does that start?
So 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. It's always a good evening. We've been doing this since I was the coach here at West Effort.
Whatever you got on, baby, stay in. You ain't gotta leave the house to have a good time. I'm hoping a good time home to you.
This night of races and always is a good night to race some money for this evening. Good fundraiser. Lots of baskets out there for auction and some 50-50, and the price of admission will include some drinks. And I'm looking forward to a good night with the ball club.
6 o'clock is about 1 hour after my bedtime. Nah, that I am. That I am.
All right, so we head to the top of the 6th inning. Delaney delivers, ball one in the dirt. And we are at the top of the order with the left fielder, D. Simone. D. Simone 0 for 3 on the day. With a strikeout and makes his way over. Hit by pitch. Not a good start when you take the lead here. Let's see how the young freshman reacts to this. So that'll bring up Batista, who's 1 for 2 on the day, the lefty hitter. Delivers ball one. So I'm assuming D. Simone has some decent speed out of the leadoff spot here. Who's on first base? So instead of sacking, they may try to steal a bag here, Mike. So the 1-0 pitch is bunted foul. Now, we've talked about this in the past, in past games. It looks like they were trying to bunt for a hit. And, you're down 1, and unless you have someone that's a very experienced bunter, you kind of want to sack and show early on that.
You're either doing it or you're not.
And I know that's a pet peeve.
It is. That it is.
So 1-1 count with nobody out in the top of the 6th inning with D. Simone at first base.
I don't see Lou Brock or somebody walking through that door. They can bunt for a hit like that.
So 1-1 count. See what Coach Core does with Batista at the plate and a 1-1 count. D. Simone takes off. The throw from Lowry is in time and thrown out. D. Simone looks upset, but
I thought he got past him. I thought he beat it from this angle.
Beat him. Very close play, but Lowry with an absolute torch from behind the plate. Good jump from D. Simone, and is thrown out for out 1.
And it looked like he even struggled with the grip initially to get it out. So to see him kind of recover and deliver a powerful throw like that's impressive.
Mike, I don't know what the count was on that stolen base, so I don't know if it's 3-1 or 2-2 here. So we're starting to get some drizzles here at Union Field. Delaney delivers strike 3. Curveball on the outside half. Nice job by Landon Delaney. That caught stealing's crucial.
Yeah.
Kind of took the sails out, especially with the looking strike call there for strike 3.
Yeah, if you're Clearview, you go from runner on first base, no outs, to literally within a blink of an eye, you have nobody on 2 outs.
So 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning, and the dangerous A.J. Palumbo up to the bat. And I keep saying we're in a one-run game here, and you know I keep looking up to the flags, and the wind's really blowing out.
Yeah,
here
picking
now.
up.
Yeah, it's picking up. So Delaney delivers a curveball over for strike one, and we're starting to get some rain here at Union Field. Delaney, or Palumbo, ground ball to shortstop McKenna, who throws across and delivers, and Delaney records out 3 of the inning. So the Eagles head to the bottom of the 6th inning, hold on to a 6-5 lead. Good job, a clean inning from Delaney. Enjoy the music while we get set up here.
Yeah,
Bottom of the 6th.
as consistent as consistent can be. Raining.
But it ain't doing jack. Yeah, I've been sipping, I've been buzzing, shooting doubles like it's nothing, all but nothing makes you go.
Okay, we're back here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It was like a NASCAR, Mike. We had
Yeah.
we got the canopy over us because we got
Impressive.
the rain to protect some of this equipment. So I came prepared today, Mike.
It's impressive.
So I'm happy. I'm dry. The equipment's dry, and we're heading to the bottom of the 6th with a 1-run lead.
Now batting for the Eagles, Grady.
So up now is junior Grady Gasparovic. Khan delivers high. Ball 1. So 1-1 count to Gasparovic. Nobody out here is the leadoff hitter, Gasparovic.
Hey, Grady! Hey, one!
Gasparovic 1 for 3 on the day here. So Prawn goes into his 2nd inning. Now that's the pitch, Mike, that we were talking about.
Yeah.
That was below the zone. Strike 3 dropped.
I think you have to assume the inning, the weather will start to impact the calls.
That I don't quite understand. I don't know. Strike 3. He hasn't called that pitch in 2 innings, and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now batting for the Eagles, Landon Delaney.
So now batting is the freshman Landon Delaney, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Trying to help himself out and get a base runner.
Yeah, if you're West Effort, you want to create some space. You know, now that the rain's coming down a little bit more, that's going to have an effect on the ball in the field. You don't want to give anybody any chances here.
Ball's hit in the air, in the infield. Looks like the pitcher's on it and misplays it and drops and remains fair. So Landon Delaney will have the easiest infield base hit of his career.
Looks like some confusion on who's going to take control of that.
They all even out in baseball.
Yep.
Now batting for Eagle.
Tell you not a fan. Listen, baby, this a Lamborghini, not a Benz. Don't try to come around like if your love is not here. Anytime you hit me, I was never not there. I don't wanna fight, I wanna take pictures enough. Can I tell you something? I just hope you
I think for
never
that,
tell. You said you
it's up there long enough. You'd like to see the first baseman come through and take control.
I agree. And I know Prime
Batting
does
for
play
Eagle,
the
Josh
outfield here for the
Bruner.
Pioneers, but that's, you would think that's a first baseman ball on that for sure. So one out, man, on first base, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Josh Bruner.
Come on, Josh.
Josh is 0 for 2 today, so good time to get him on the board here in the left column. Brown delivers ball high, 1-0 to Bruner.
I think he had a good sacrifice bunt his last time up, right?
Outstanding bunt, actually. And Bruner's got some speed, so that's something, a weapon that he can utilize moving forward in the season.
And I'm wondering if
So Bruner fouls it straight back. That'll move the count to 1-1 and 1 out here.
Go, 6.
Curveball by
Attaboy.
Prawn. The umpire says it's outside. That'll run the count to 2-1 to Bruner. Landon Delaney at first base, 1 out. Bruner at the bat. Prawn delivers high, ball 3. So curious to see what Coach Oler does here. He may have him take a pitch, up by a run, may work the count. We're down in the order, looking to flip this, get these guys some more at bats in the top of the order. So ball 4 to Bruner. Nice at bat by Josh, a nice patient at bat, and does his job. So really good job by him. Two quality at bats the last 2 plate appearances for Bruner.
And if you're West Effort, now you have 2 runners on base for somebody who has proven to be able to deliver those RBIs when needed, and you hopefully that trend can continue.
Eagles are looking for a little breathing room here, Mike. The freshman on the mound, you want to give them a little space.
Now
If they
batting for
can
Eagles,
play a run or
Aiden
2 here,
Kramer.
especially on a day like this, with the wind blowing out, no runs.
Major hole on that left side.
So Aiden Kramer, the 9-hole hitter, comes up and Prawn delivers for a ball that looked like a really good pitch from Prawn.
Yeah, if you're Prawn, you really want that one.
And Core is not happy over there. Coach
Right.
Core is, I don't blame him. That definitely looked like a strike there.
Yeah.
And the umpire didn't take that lightly. The umpire's over having words with Coach Core. You know what? That's the first time all game, and I think you just leave that be, Mike.
Right.
Coach is upset, visibly so. I think it was a strike.
Mm-hmm.
And, Coach said something, so just leave that go as an umpire. I don't know why they get involved there. If it continues to happen, they just say something.
Yeah.
So 1-1 count to Kramer. Bruner on first, Delaney on second. The senior Aiden Kramer at the plate. Prawn delivers.
As I mentioned earlier, he stay hot with it. That's the 3rd time he's been hit today.
That's a big target.
Third. I think third or maybe it's 4th. But hit twice in the first game, and then now this time here.
So Kramer wears one between the shoulder blades.
didn't look like it felt too good.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be the end of Andrew Prahn's outing. I'll tell you though, Mike, I do like the future for Prahn. I thought he did, you know what I mean? He showed the stuff to be really good out there.
Yeah.
You know, I know his older brother's a heck of a player too, so you know, I think the future's bright for
Something stronger than I'm
he definitely
used
showed a
to.
decent fastball and a good little throw.
Yeah, I've been pulling
Gonna have some real good success in the future.
And then if you're West Effort here, you're put into a great position to get that space that we were talking about and get that gap with a lead with runners on base. Your heart of your lineup coming up to bat now. Brand new pitcher. They're third of the game, so you'd have to imagine he's not somebody that's at the very top of their staff. And now it's up to West Effort to see if they can get the hits.
D-Lop, who do you have pitching?
Let me find out on the iPad. I can't
Number 5.
Yeah, you can talk about getting even further south, somewhere where the summer lasted all year round. Probably got a big old diamond in your hand right now, maybe a baby or a couple by now. On the highway to a big white house, but I'm your tagging.
So, Pioneers go to the bullpen with the bases loaded here. They bring out the veteran Noah Sari, the senior right-hander. 11.1 innings pitched, only 6 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 12 Ks, Mike.
I stand corrected because I said
with a .62 ERA, so they're going for this tournament title.
Yeah.
They're bringing their guy out. This is their dude.
I very rarely am I wrong, but when I am wrong, I will admit it.
In your own mind.
And I was wrong. I said they're third pitcher today, so I can't imagine he's top of the staff, and I was wrong. They're bringing the top of their staff. So let's see what he has.
So it looked like the Eagles had some miscommunication. Coach Oler looks confused down there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Landon Delaney thought it was a squeeze or a suicide squeeze. I don't know. There's definitely some miscommunication, and they run into an out.
And it's
there.
unfortunate because you do not want to do that. You do not want to give a team some free outs.
So ground ball not handled by the first baseman.
And once again, we see the same theme that we've seen throughout the game, and that's Cleaver struggle a little bit on the defensive side of the ball.
So we have 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Eagles with a 6-5 lead, and the bases loaded with Jason Hartman. So Sari delivers and quickly gets ahead of Hartman. Sari had a great summer with the Mullica Hill Legion team. Really threw well for them. My son Shay and Cole got to play with him a little bit. And very, very good pitcher. Around the zone all the time and pours it in and quickly ahead 0-2 on Hartman.
And I'd like to see a little bit of a better secondary and getting a little bit more room off the bag with the pitcher going from the straight windup.
So Sari delivers a high fastball out of the zone. Hartman runs the count to 1-2. So knowing Noah, he could come with either pitch here. So he'll either go fastball in or slider away here. And he goes with the slider. Great job by the sophomore. Jason Hartman delivers with a 1-2 slider. Sorry caught the middle of the plate, and Hartman delivers a big 2-strike RBI to give the Eagles a little bit of breathing room here.
Atención chimoso, el que quiera perder su tiempo que me
That'll give the
aconseje.
Eagles a 7-5 lead with Sorry up,
Now batting for the Eagles.
and
Cole.
we got Cole
Home
McKenna
run McKenna.
with 2 hits on the day. Slider high. He looked a little jumpy. Like I just,
Yeah.
You've got to calm down on this. We don't need to do too much here. Just catch a barrel.
And he's finding himself in another good position with bases loaded and no place to put him.
So 1-out count. Looks like a changeup low. Runs the count to 2-0. And Sorry's a savvy enough pitcher where he will throw backwards in a plus count. So I've seen it in the summer. So, but if I'm McKenna, I'm sitting fastball and I'm taking that breaking ball here.
Showing some patience.
I don't know if he had a green light or out on that one. So that'll be the count 2-1 to McKenna. I don't know if he's going to get a better pitch in the count than that one. So McKenna swings through the high fastball, loses the bat, so maybe he's going to get some pine tar out here.
Yeah, the weather can make crazy things happen.
So 2-2 count with 2 outs here with the bases loaded. Sorry back in the saddle. Slider down, misses ball 3. So 3-2 count, bases loaded, 2 outs here. Sorry delivers.
Great job by Sorry to attack the zone. Not sure exactly what McKenna was waiting for on that one. I wouldn't imagine he'd be expecting an off-speed pitch.
So we head to the top of the 7th inning. The Eagles stretch the lead 7-5. Delaney okay, looks like they're going to bring in Cole McKenna.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened. He was so focused, he just wanted to get out there and strike everybody out. He said, I don't need any more runs. Put me out there on the mound.
So limited experience for McKenna, obviously. First year getting on the bump for Coach Older. So we'll see how he responds after ending that inning. He'll go back on the mound. He's gotta come and Tyler Dell's coming up, who's a 4-hole hitter for the Pioneers. He's coming in, has 2 hits and 3 RBIs on the day with a 2-run home run already and 1 walk. So Tyler Dell's done some damage for himself when he was on the mound, and McKenna comes in to try to close this game out. So the biggest thing, got to get ahead here.
Yeah, attack the zone.
She said, don't care, boys drink whiskey. So we drank by themselves. She said, damn, that sky looks perfect. And I said, girl, you never seen stars like the ones back home. And she said, maybe I should see them for myself. Yeah, but now I'm dodging potholes in my sunburned Silverado.
So here we go. Top of the 7th, the Eagles need 3 outs to clinch the
tournament championship here at the Pop McKenna tournament. As Cole McKenna takes the mound, delivers strike one. Oh, 1 count to Tyler Dell.
Now batting for the Pioneers, Tyler Dell.
The 0-1 count, fastball fouled straight back.
And the new pitcher for the West Everett Eagles, number 21, Cole McKenna.
And Dell has problems with the bat there too, Mike.
Yeah.
So the weather, you know, he almost lost his bat too. So 0-2 count to McKenna. So not a lot of experience on the mound, but I hope he knows he's got to stay away from the middle of the plate here. Slider popped up to center field, shallow center field. Delaney under it and records out one.
That's pretty much as good as you can possibly get. 3 pitches, 1 out,
Pioneers,
all
Pat
strikes.
Yager.
And then if you're McKenna, you want to continue to attack the zone. I would imagine that he's going to continue to come back here with a fastball, but
So Jurgen, the first baseman, left fielder or left-handed first baseman, comes up as 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. McKenna with first pitch hits him on the first pitch and gives him a base runner. So that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting for the Pioneers, Chris Wolf.
yeah, pretty good breaking pitch on the last batter that got him to pop out to center. That one looks like he might have choked a little bit, had a little bit too much torque.
So that'll bring Wolf to the plate. He's 2 for 3 on the day, 2 base hits up the middle, and I think he may have had 2 base hits with 2 strikes, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the one was the 0-2 that he was able to capitalize on.
So we're going to get a pinch runner at first base for Jurgen. With 1 out in the top of the 7th, with the left-handed hitting Wolf at the plate. McKenna comes to set. Ball down in the zone, ball 1. So the shortstop, Landon Delaney, the freshman, moves from the mound to shortstop. With Sparovic at third, Hartman at second, Cramner at first. The 1-0 pitch from McKenna evens the count at 1-1. To the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to second baseman, easy hop to Hartman, thrown to Delaney, turn to first base. Low throw. I thought it was dug out by Cramner. It looks like it leaked out of his glove a little bit.
Now
So
batting for
potentially a
Pioneers,
game-ending
Alex
double
Houston.
play. Almost a nice play by Cramner, scooping that.
I thought they had. I thought that was going to be the game ender. But you know what? You got that. You got the lead runner. You got an out. So now you're down to 2 outs, and you're still in a good position. If you're McKenna, you feel good. You've been throwing strikes. You're throwing both your pitches for strikes. So you attack the zone here, and I think you're in a comfortable spot. For West Effort.
So up to the plate now is the catcher Musenberger, who's 0 for 3 on the day, and we have another pinch runner at first base. Clearview brought the whole squad. Now McKenna delivers a fastball. Looked like a strike, but
It was last inning.
yeah, that was a better pitch than the last one that ended the inning. So 1-0 count, ground ball to third baseman, foul. That'll even the count to 1-1.
So with the 1-1, batter turning on the ball the way that he did there, anticipating something off speed this time.
So McKenna has a slider that he throws almost like a sweeper, kind of the horizontal break on it, and does have a changeup. So I would stick to the slider here.
Yeah.
The sweeper. So 1-1 count with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. And there it is.
Ball outside, though. Nice take by Musenberger. That'll run the count to 2-1. Kind of sets, delivers. Fastball fouled off by Musenberger. That'll run the count to 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. We're in the top of the 7th. The Eagles need 1 out to clinch the Pop McKenna tournament here.
Thinking another off speed.
Yes. Fastball misses down low for ball 3. Yeah, I was definitely expecting a sweeper there or something. But
There's a big
fastball-
pitch here.
So the infield has to come across. The runner will be on the move here with 3-2 count with 2 outs. McKenna delivers just outside ball 4. So Musenberger walks. That'll bring up the pitcher, Noah Sorry. This will be his first
Now
at bat of the
batting
game.
for the Pioneers, pitcher Noah Sari.
Two outs, first and second. Musenberger walks.
Nice job.
Ball 1. Now
Look good.
that's right. The guy's been calling that a strike, and
Yeah.
1-0 count. That'll even the count. Fastball over.
And if you're McKenna, you want to stay right there. You know, make Sari go after your pitch. Make him sure you can hit something.
This isn't Sorry. So Sorry was number 13. This is 21. I think this might be Prawn again, right? That re-entered the game, Mike.
That must have been the confusion that happened right before.
So I think Prawn.
The at bat.
Yeah. So Prawn re-entered the game.
Okay.
So that'll bump Sari out of the.
So if they had to go back out.
Yeah. Fastball out of the zone. Fastball misses 2-1. Two-one count. First and second, man on second. Looking to deliver a strike here. Get a ground ball.
Good spot.
Count. I don't think you're going to see anything much different from McKenna in this spot.
Right.
I think you're going to see him go right at him and challenge the hitter here. Two-two pitch.
Looked like a little off speed.
Slider misses, ball 3.
Another big spot here. If you're McKenna, you just want to.
So walks. The bases are now loaded with 2 outs here. Core comes down, talks
Now
to
batting
the
for
umpire.
the Pioneers, Connor Swan.
So that a pinch runner.
Looks like it's going to be a re-entry. I don't know. O'Connor Zwan comes to the plate, 1 for 3 on the day. The shortstop has 1 hit in the 9 hole, so I would be assuming Clearview's taking a strike at least here, Mike. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, and then if you're McKenna, you know exactly what you want to do, what you need to do, and that's just pound the zone, go right after him. You know, now you got the pitch that you want. You stay right there.
First pitch, McKenna delivers, runs the count to 0-1 for the shortstop, Zwan. Fastball right to Hartman, flips the second baseman.
Look at that.
End the game. Nice job by Hartman. And the Eagles deliver. Get your heart rate going a little bit.
It is, but you know, one of the things that I noticed there in the last few innings, and kind of even if you want to do it like throughout the game, you know, a couple double plays that West Effort did not execute successfully, but they still were able to get outs, and in that play there was the big difference maker was West Effort fielded the ball and got outs when needed, and Clearview struggled with that. And if you would go back and you look at a lot of the runs that West Effort scored today, and even if they were on RBI hits, good chance that the runner was in scoring position due to some sort of malfunction on the defensive side from Clearview. And that seemed to be a big, big difference maker in this game specifically was West Effort, even when starting the game, not great defensively, bounced back, fielded the ball well, got outs when they needed to get outs. Their pitchers threw strikes when they needed to throw strikes. And it's proved to be really that was the key difference in winning and losing this game.
So, big win for the Eagles. Takes the championship of the Pop McKenna 2024 championship. I don't know the last time that, like I said, we were talking earlier, that the Eagles won this tournament. So, great job by this young squad to gain some experience and set aside the championship. They picked up some major power points today.
I think if you would talk to a lot of people in the baseball community that at this moment here, they have to be exceeding expectations up to this point, you know, so far through this year. I don't think a lot of people thought that West Effort would have not only nearly maybe as many wins as they have, but even the losses that they have been, you know, kind of quote unquote good losses.
Yeah, so the Eagles run the count or run the record to 5-4, and you know, honestly, could have won 2 or 3 more of those ball games. You know, lost a 1-run game to a really good Audubon team, lost a 1-run game to a good Haddonfield team, was in the Woodstown game, got into a shootout with them. But, you know, these guys have a lot to be proud of, and they're only going to get better as this season moves on. So they've been in some really tight games. So when playoffs roll around, they're going to be in pretty good shape and be able to handle those situations, hopefully.
And just my opinion on watching them throughout the amount of games that I've seen so far this year is you can tell just by watching it, like physically, emotionally, mentally, they're much more confident in these games than they were in the very, very beginning of the season, because they've gone through a couple of those hard losses and because they've played in these close games, that now when they get down a few runs, they know they're not out of it. When they get up a few runs, they know that the game's not over. They still need to, be aggressive and stay focused. So you could see that they're feeling much better. They're getting some wins under their belt, which obviously helps them. And they're starting to minimize the mistakes that they made so much, a few weeks ago.
So the Eagles come away with 11 hits against the Clearview Pioneers. A good job. But, the one that stands out for me, Mike, is the big hit by Jason Hartman with 2 strikes on a breaking ball that plated a run there to give the Eagles a little bit of breathing room. So really, really good job. And, Hartman was at the plate against Gloucester High and, ended up taking a 3rd strike there. So that's a big spot for him to, gain some experience and feel more comfortable in those tight situations. So, kudos to Jason Hartman. Great job. Caleb Delaney was outstanding on the mound, set it up, 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 5 Ks and no walks. So, Landon Delaney held the fort down, for 2 2/3 innings with only 1 hit and 2 runs given up with 2 Ks. Cole came in and gave us a little bit of a scare there. So, but the more experience he gets on the mound, hopefully he gets a little bit better than he was today on the bump. So, as we end today on a cloudy Saturday, the Eagles take the 2024 Pop McKenna Championship. So, congratulations to them. And again, thank you to the Clearview Pioneers, Cumberland High School, and Paula Six High School for participating in this year's tournament. It's for a good cause, and really proud of these young guys for winning this tournament. And Coach Oler and Coach Delo and Coach Castellano, congratulations. I know this is the first one in a little bit, so good job. And as we close out, I am Sean McKenna, and for Mike Bryn here, we'll find out what the broadcast schedule is next week. But that's a big win for the Eagles to win 2 today and get on the plus side of the win column. So we'll catch everybody later, and the final here from West Effort. Finals at Pop McKenna Tournament, West Effort 7 and Clearview 5.